Today I'm going to make homemade cornbread. Right now I put olive oil and butter in my cast iron skillet. I'm going to turn that on to let that start heating up. And we will start putting our stuff together for our cornbread. We're going to need cornmeal, self-rising cornmeal, whole milk, or any milk that you use. I'm going to put a little vinegar in mine to make buttermilk. An egg. Got my egg. I'll show these ingredients as I make it. And it's a quick and easy, beautiful recipe, and it's some really good cornbread. Okay, first we're gonna, I don't normally measure, but to do this, I am gonna do it today. Let me turn my butter off. I usually just use my spoon, and I put about 5 heaping spoons of cornmeal. So it's, I'd say a cup. I'm using a small cast iron skillet, but that is about 3/4 of a cup. And then I'm gonna put I'm using White Lily Self-Rising Cornmeal. I'm gonna put 2 spoons of White Lily Self-Rising flour, and I'll put that up. I take and pour about, let me see, I'm going to pour it in here because I know how much I need, and I'll look and see how much it actually is. So we're going to say a 1/2 cup of milk, and I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of vinegar in that milk, and that would be white vinegar, distilled white vinegar, great value, Walmart. Everything I'm using today is from Walmart. Now I stir that, and you see how thick it starts getting instantly. Makes that homemade buttermilk. I've even got great value whole milk from Walmart. Put that in the refrigerator. My egg is actually farmhouse brown eggs. That's black pepper to taste. And I've got the Himalayan pink salt. I'll have these fixed in. I don't know what to call it yet, and that's to taste as well. I always like to mix this together to get that flour and cornmeal as one. You don't really have to worry about. I got 1 brown egg. Wash my hands. I like to get a little bit of that going just to scramble that egg in the middle. Then you can just pour your milk right in there with it. I'll pull in from the top to the middle. It doesn't really matter how you do this. Just you get used to one way, and that's the way you do it. And you can, as you're doing this, if it's too stiff, you don't really want it runny. I have my oven preheating at 400. Because when you start whipping it, it comes together. Grab my edges, pull them in, whip it again. Okay, now we got my... Sometimes I will take sweet peppers and heat that up in my hot grease. Now my cast iron is really hot because I want to pour my cornbread into a hot cast iron skillet. I usually set my timer for 20 minutes and come and look at it. And I may even get up and look at it before the timer goes off, because I've got other stuff cooking today. I'm making, got purple whole peas. I put, I can't use red meat, so I use a lot of chicken. I put chicken in my purple whole peas. They're fresh and for the broth. And then when they're done, I take the chicken out, and then I'm gonna clean it and have my loose chicken, and I'll barbecue it. And then I'll just have where you can put your own, you can dip it in your plate. So you'll have a little bit of barbecued chicken, some black-eyed peas, and a nice piece of cornbread. I'm gonna put me a towel right here. I got my hot. I just wanted to show how this is hot. I don't know if y'all can hear that sizzling. Waste not, want not. I get it all out of there. I always rinse my bowl out really good, because you talk about something that's hard to clean if it dries on you, and that is cornmeal. Okay, so there we go. It is ready to go in the oven. Since I got it so hot, I'll put that in the oven, set my timer, and we'll let that go for 25 minutes, and then we'll have us some good cornbread. This is my purple whole peas. They have been really, I like them fresh purple whole peas. I'll have them in the description too. There's my chicken cooling where I can clean it. Now we're just waiting on the cornbread, and I'll set the table. Okay, I do believe it's cornbread time. I like to take my knife. This is the way I was taught to do it. I put that I'm gonna cut my cornbread with. I put it in my plate. I'll get my cornbread out of the oven. There it is, nice and golden brown. And just flip it in my plate. Make sure that knife is right up under it. That way you will not sweat, and it'll stay nice and crispy for us to cut and serve with our dinner. I sure do appreciate everybody coming by. I hope you're able to make this cornbread. It's very simple, very easy. Like I said, you can't get easier than that, and it's done. Y'all have a wonderful day and be blessed. Okay, I got dinner on the table. I got my plate already fixed. I'm gonna cut this cornbread. You can see it turned out really nice. Nice, beautiful cornbread.